Alright, welcome back to the Crabby Dice. Today we're going to be doing a solo playthrough of Praga, Caput, Regni from one of my favorite designers, Vladimir Suchi. So, if you want to see the rules, setup, or my review videos, click the links below. It'll take you directly there. Alright, now before we start, usually I do 2 or 3 player playthroughs, but this I'm going to be doing solo for a couple of reasons. One, this board is absolutely massive and you need a lot of table space for just your stuff. So I don't have the table space for that, so that's why I'm going to be doing solo. And second is really in a solo mode or in a 2-player game, the game plays exactly the same way. The AI is always going to take the last action tile in the line of tiles. So you don't really have to change up the rules or show anything special. So that's why we're going to be playing solo. Right? And solo is just try to get the highest score that you can. Alright, so let's not waste any more time. 3 things before we start. Please like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. That would be great. Let's go. Alright, so I'm going to be first player. Let's look at the action wheel and what action do I want to take. So, if you've not played before, if you take an action here in the red zone, you're going to have to pay a coin. And if you take one from the blue zone here, you'll actually make points. And if you take one from the green zone, well, then it's free. Alright, so which action do I want to take? So I just glanced over this quite fast and I realized one thing that I definitely do want to do. I think I'm gonna go get a tech, all right, to increase my, let's see, if we're looking at the text here, I think I'm gonna increase my stone production so that in the future whenever I run my stone here, it's actually gonna give me some coins as well. And that's not a bad idea because then afterwards I can actually run this one, get some stone, run my stone, and then get a coin back that I'm gonna be spending right over here. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. So let's run this action. Now, when you pick a tile, right, you have the inner bonus and you have the action, and you get to pick the order that you want to do it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go get my egg. All right, so for the egg, it says here, spend a coin to get an egg. All right, so we're going to look at our little wheel here. Let me tilt it a little. We start with 2 coins. Sorry for the glare. We're going to lose 1, and that's going to give me an egg. So I'm going to go to my little pile. We'll get a 3D egg here and put it next to my board. All right, after that, that was my bonus action. Let's actually perform the action. Now this action here, now every tile has 2 actions on it, but you get to pick which one you want to do. So I'm going to definitely pick the upgrade action, which is the yellow one here, which lets me take one of these 3 yellow tiles. Now I cannot take the S tiles unless you take an action here with the S inner bonus, as you can see there. Right? After you perform the action, I'm just going to show you where it goes. You're going to put it in the green zone here, and then you're going to rotate the tile for the next player. Obviously I didn't do my action yet, so let's do it. Alright, so the tile I think I'm going to take is this one. Alright, and when you take one of these upgrade tiles, they always sit on top of your action board. Alright, and you get to orient it however you like. So what I think I'm going to do is looking at what's coming up. Maybe I'm going to want that one. So I'm actually going to tilt it like this so I can put a wall piece here and get a sort of bonus here. But for right now, what this tile is going to give me, you're going to see a little hat over here. So this is finished. You're going to look at your board, and you have 2 tracks. You have the one with the hats, and you have the one with the books. Every time you put an upgrade or get a little hat symbol, you're going to raise yourself on this track. This is just going to be end game scoring stuff, and this is going to be technologies that you're going to try to unlock throughout the game, but we'll get to that much later. Alright, and that was basically my first action. Pretty simple. Now, when you're playing a solo game, really easy. The AI is always going to take the farthest tile and just move it to the front. So he's going to take this one, move it to the front, then we're going to rotate the tile again, the wheel again. And there you go, just like that, it's going to be my turn again. Alright, and my turn is going to be pretty simple. I already sort of told you guys what I was going to do. Is I'm going to take this tile here, and this one, so first I'm going to activate the bonus. It's going to give me a stone. So I'm going to go look at my board. So I start at 2, I'm going to go to 3. Alright, so that was the inner bonus. Now I'm going to activate the tile. Alright, and instead of building a wall, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase my stone production and get a stone. So I'm going to get a stone and increase my production. Alright, just to show you where this goes, because you can't place it here, it actually shifts over and then you get to place it. Alright, but let's do the actual action. So let's look at our board. Alright, so I gain a stone, so that's going to bring me to 4. Alright, and when you increase your production, you're moving these cubes to the right. So you have one up here for stone, you're going to see a little icon here, and you have one up here for mines, a little icon here. So this one I'm just going to shift over. Alright, and now you're going to see that when I run this production in the future, I'm going to make 4 stone instead of 3, and it's going to produce me a victory point. There you go. All right, then the AI is going to go, well, I got to rotate this first because you always rotate whatever's in the green over to the start. And the AI, pretty simple. Take the last tile, and bring it to the front, and rotate the wheel. All right, and just like that, I have 3 to choose from. Now you're gonna notice that when you're playing solo, it's literally impossible for you to ever get victory points from the blue section because they're always taking the farther tile. But it is what it is. All right, so now I get to go again. So what action do I want to do? I think what I'm going to do is show you how the King's Road works because I picked up an egg. Although it's not in a great spot right now because I don't want to activate any of those bonuses. And that's just going to give me 2 points, which is not great at the start of the game. Also, I did forget to refill that tile. Let me just do that right now. You do have a deck of era 1 and era 2 tiles. This is era 1. You're going to switch to era 2 when we hit this yellow line in a 2-player game. So let's put this back. Like so. And let's think about this. What do I want to do? Alright, so I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get my technology, my first one, and there's an easy way to do it. When you unlock this cube here on your board, you're actually going to get a book, and that's going to bring me to my first technology. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to activate this spot here. So I'm going to gain my 2 stone first. So I'm at 4. Alright, so it's going to go to 5, and now you're going to see that this little sort of, I don't know what this piece is called, but this little protruding piece of cardboard is hitting the cube. When that happens, you remove the cube, you're going to add it to your supply of cubes, right? And you're going to gain the stone that you're missing. Now you're going to see that I got a book, and the book means I raise my little book track here, and I covered up the number 1, which is the first technology. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the stack of technology tiles that you currently have on the side of the board. You're going to give it a shuffle. You're going to take the 3 topmost ones. Alright, you're going to flip it over and you're going to choose one. Alright, so let's look at these technologies. Alright, and most of them deal with the wheel for the first technology. So this one is whenever I gain victory points from the wheel, you'll gain an extra point. Not bad. This one is whenever you go up a level in the 2 tracks up there, cathedral and wall tracks. We'll talk about that much later. You get 2 points. Not bad if that's what your strategy is. Maybe you'll try to take down. But I think this is the one I definitely want because this is one of my favorite ones. Whenever you gain money, because I'm going to raise my stone production, but I'm not going to raise my money production. So whenever I gain money from the wheel, I'm going to gain an extra coin and a point. So whenever I grab either this spot or that spot, which is great because that would be 3 coins for me, I'm actually going to get a victory point as well. So I'm definitely going to keep this one, and I'll just keep it in front of me right here as a reminder. These 2 are going to go back underneath the stack. And because I'm playing a solo game and I can't get another level 1 tech, I'll just remove these from the game. Alright, so that was the 2 stone. And then for here, what I'm going to do is, a couple of choices. I can get another tech actually, which wouldn't be so bad. Or I can even increase my stone production even more. And that's what I'm going to do because I'm going to show you. I'm going to go get a production tile. So I'm going to place this here. I'm going to raise my production again. So remember, whenever you raise your production, you actually get 1 stone. Alright, you're going to raise your production. And you're going to see here, I hit the production icon. Alright, what this means is you're going to go to the river and grab one of those production tiles and add it to the front of the line here. So you know what, I already know which one I'm going to get. Let's just go get it. Alright, you're going to place it in the slot over here. So now whenever I run the production here, you're going to get all the icons showing plus what's on the tile. So whenever I run my stone production, I'm going to make 2 points and a coin right now, which is pretty good. Alright, so that was my turn. Let's rotate the wheel. Alright, and the AI is obviously going to take the one that's farthest down, put in the front. We're going to rotate the wheel again. Oh, look at that, I got lucky. There was actually a tile that showed up there. Alright, so what do I want to do? I think for sure I'm going to grab this spot because remember, now whenever I grab a money spot, because this tile, it's going to give me an extra coin. So every time that money tile comes out, I'm almost obligated to take it every time so I can grab some extra points and some extra coins as I go. Alright, so what do I want to do with that tile? So let's grab that tile. That's going to give me 2 money. Alright, so remember, I get an extra 1 every time. Plus it's going to give me a victory point. Alright, so it's an extra coin and a point. So there you go, I'm on the board. Alright, so what do I want to do with this tile? Let's grab it out of here. Alright, so I can grab a tech, so one of these, or I can get some more money. I think what I'm going to do is run my production. And I'm going to show you why. It's because I'm going to go get another tech. Alright, so let's run the production. So I'm going to put this here and rotate it. Alright. So if I run my money production, alright, I'm going to get 4 coins. Alright, and because I'm on 3, that's going to bring me to 7. Alright, and as you can notice, obviously, is I'm going to hit this spot over here. I'm going to keep going. Boom, 7. I'm going to gain this in my little supply here. And that's going to display my second book. And obviously, if I go up on my book track here, I covered up on number 2. So I'm going to get another text. So let me go get the level 2 text and we'll choose which one I want. Alright, so let's look at our technologies. Let's look at the top 3. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. Alright, so which one do I want to take? Alright, so these two deal with the building. So if you build one without that icon, you'll get this. If you build one with that icon, you get this. And this is every time you get a red chit once per turn, you'll get this. Let's see. I do like the idea of going for the buildings with the icon on it because those ones usually have the spots for your tokens. So that's a nice way to get extra bonuses from the plazas. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna grab the one with the, even though I don't really need the stone and the other two have the coins that are probably better, let me go with this strategy here. So just to show you, whenever I build with this icon, I'll get this. So let me put it beside my board. All right, so it's sort of giving me a strategy of what I'm gonna try to do. These are gonna go underneath the stack, but because I'm playing a solo game, I'm just gonna remove these from the game. All right, so that was my turn. AI, oh, I did take this token, so I gain a point. Can't forget that. Usually you get the point right away, don't forget. All right, so then the AI is gonna go, they're gonna take this tile, move it to the front of the line, and we're going to rotate. So what do I wanna do? Let's see, I can start moving up the King's Road because I do have an egg, and you need eggs to get the good bonuses from the King's Road, and we'll see that in a little bit. Or I can start building walls, and both of these sections here look like they need walls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how the King's Road works. Alright, so I'm going to do this action. So the first inner bonus here is going to be the, I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up doing this next turn. You also have to look ahead because I do want to get my 3 coin bonus when I do this. Alright, but either way, let me do this action here. So I'm going to get a white window. Alright, these are good for moving up on those tracks and to get extra turns. I'll show you that later. So let me just put it right here. Alright, and then I'm going to perform the action. This one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up the King's Road. Alright, so for that, first what we're going to do is I'm going to turn in my egg and then I'll show you how that action works. Okay, for the King's Road, you're going to pay attention to this gray line that goes through the city and then the bridge that's in the top. We're going to look at that later. Alright, so your first time you do the action, your pawn's off the board and you're going to move on to the first spot over here. The next time you're going to go to spot number 2. But when you go to this spot, alright, as you can see, you have 2 different actions. You have the egg action here where you have to pay an egg to do something, which I did. I already paid the egg. And then you have the other action that gets it over here. So basically what I'm going to get is I'm going to either gain a production increase in mines or quarries, and then I'm going to get 2 of the resource of my choosing. Alright, so let's go do that. Alright, so when we look at my board, which production should I increase? I think what I'm going to do is try to get a lot of tech in this game. So I'm going to try to move this to the right. So what I'm going to do is increase it my stone production, and then I get 2 resources of my choice. And I think I'm definitely going to take coins because I could produce a ton of stone. So I'm going to gain 2. And like you saw before, I hit the edge here, so I'm going to gain this cube. I'm going to go to 9, put the cube in my supply. Alright, and that's going to give me a golden window. And golden windows are awesome. A golden window and a silver window can get you a free action. But I can only carry over 2 windows per turn, and right now I have 2 in my possession. I'm not going to use my free action right now. I'm going to wait to get another window, and that's about it. So that's my turn. Now it's going to be the AI's turn like before. Let's rotate. They're going to do this action. And then we'll rotate. Oh, okay, and there you go. So as you can see here, the little cube fell in the little ditch, and this is an awesome mechanic just to make sure that you don't forget this mechanism and to move down the round tracker here. Well, not really a round tracker, it's just a timer for the game. So now what you got to do is you're going to move this down. Whoop. And you're going to just lift up the cube, rotate the board just a little bit, and just keep playing. All right, the game's gonna end when the cube hits the end of the platform and you do one final rotation. You can look at the chart after for how many turns you have left. All right, so now which of these two actions do I want to do? I know for sure, oh, I wanted to do this action. Oh, this kind of sucked. I really wanted to do this action, but I just realized that I gained all the money in the world. I'm at 9 coins, which is the most. So I might want to build a building so that I can actually spend the cash. All right, and that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to definitely use the S action here, and I'm going to build. All right, so let's take care of that. So you don't use this bonus right away. It's tied to this action. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it over here. All right, and I'm going to, actually, I don't want to build the S because I want to build, remember, I want to build a building that does have that symbol, and the one with the S unfortunately does not have that symbol, as you can see here. Darn. Well, that's kind of not great. Unless I build with this one here, and then I'll have to spend an extra coin. You know what? It is worth it. So let me take that out. All right, I'm actually going to build over here. So I'm going to lose a coin. So I'm going to go to 8. All right. And then I can use another coin for an egg. You know what? I'm going to do that again. So that brings me down to 7. I'm going to get an egg. Take an egg into my supply. All right, and now I'm going to do the build action. So let's do this. And we're going to do the build action at the bottom here. And which building do I want to build? Obviously, I want to build either this one or this one. I think I just want to keep increasing my mine production. All right, so this one, when I place it down, sorry for the glare, it's going to increase my mine production, but this one's going to cost me 2 gold and 1 stone. So let me take care of that on my board. Down to 5 gold. I lost 4 gold that turn, and down to 6 stone. All right, now this one, I paid for it. So I'm going to increase myself on the red. I'm going to show you that later on the track. And I'm going to increase my production of stone. So as you can see, I'm 1 away from getting a seal bonus here. We're going to talk about that later. All right, and now I get to put this on the board. So let's go to the other side of the board. All right, now for building, one thing I did forget to mention is whenever you see this little icon here, it means take one of your spare cubes and put it on, because you're going to do sort of an area majority on this side of the map to try to score the bonuses of the plazas, and the plazas are these tokens that are already on the board. All right, so where am I going to place this tile? I think what I'm going to do is I kind of target this plaza right over here because there's only 2 spaces next to it. So if I can fill in both these spaces, I'm going to get both bonuses by myself. All right, and every other space on the board, oops, takes 3 or more. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place this right over here. All right, put my little token here. All right, and there you go. So now if I'm going to put another one here, we complete this plaza because it's completely surrounded, and then we're going to score the plaza. All right, the last thing I have to score from my building is actually the red marker here. We're going to go to the other side of the board. All right, so gaining the red symbol means you're going to the right. You're going to see the little icon there on the cathedral track. So this is the cathedral track, and this is going to be the wall track, but I gained the red icon. So we're going to move it once to the right over there, and this is a way so that all your red tokens are going to be worth extra points by moving right, and the higher up you go, well, then you're going to score extra points, as you can see on the track. All right, so basically that was my go. AI's turn. So we're going to rotate the wheel, take the last one, move it to the front of the line, rotate again. Oops. And there you go. What is my next action gonna be? Alright, actually I did forget to give myself my stone and my extra point because of my technology. So let's give myself a stone. Oops, wrong way. Stone and a point. So I'm on 3. Alright, so now which action do I want to do? I think because I'm not, whenever you see the S and the points, well, unless you really want to build the tech, because you'd rather get the bonus of something else. So I think I'm definitely going to take this bonus here. So I'm going to get a stone, so get another stone, so I'm at 8 stone. All right, and then which action do I want to do? I'm not exactly sure which one I want to do. I can run my money, but it'll only give me 4 money. I can increase my money. I can get a tech. None of these techs are exciting me too much. I think I just got a good plan. So what I'm going to do is actually do the tech, and I'm going to go get the tech tile. Alright, so I'm going to go here, and the one that I want is the tech tile right over here. Right, so remember, I cannot take this one, so I'm going to take one of these 3. I think I'm going to go get a better one of these buildings in Era 2, and I don't think I'm gonna run my money production a lot this game, so I don't want this one, but I'm gonna take this one. Now the beauty of this tile is that I'm running my tech, and this is for tech, so then I can still do this action down here. So I can lose a coin, right? And that's gonna give me a silver window. So let me go get a silver window and add it to my supply. All right, now where do I want to build this in my tableau? So let's go to my tableau. All right, and I get to put it on my board here. Again, you get to rotate it however you like. This one only has one bonus of a window here, so let's just, you know, point it out into the outside. Maybe I want to build a wall here that'll give me a matching bonus, and that'll be pretty good. All right. The other thing that I'm gonna do this round is I'm actually gonna use up 2 of my silver windows, because you can only carry over 2 windows from round to round. All right, so I'm gonna use up 2 of them to move up on one of the tracks, and I'll show you how that's done. All right, so pretty simple. Whenever you use up 2 silver windows, you see the up arrow here. You're gonna take your cube and you're gonna move it up. Now the reason you're moving up is you're gonna see points. So right now that cube is worth 4 points at the end of the game, and the higher up it goes, it's gonna give me more and more points. And if I reach the top of this track here, I'm actually gonna get an end game objective tile, which is great. It scores a lot of points. All right, so let's replace the upgrade. I keep calling these technologies. These are upgrades and these are technologies. I'm gonna probably write a note at the beginning of the video, but keep that in mind. These are upgrades and those are technologies. Another thing I did forget to do is when you obviously get a technology, you're supposed to raise yourself on the book track. All right, so remember, each tech has a little hat icon there. You're gonna go up the track. All right, so that was my turn. I did forget to do one other thing. No, you know what? I'm good. All right, so let's do the AI's turn. They're gonna take the one that's farthest down. They're gonna keep rotating. They're gonna put that down, and they're gonna rotate again. All right, so what is my next action gonna be? Now, because I have a ton of stone, and you sort of haven't seen the wall action yet, because walls take a lot of stone, I'm gonna try to perform a wall action and see what I can do. So let's look at all the walls over here, and these walls sort of attach on the outside of your action board. So we have our little action board, and these go on the outside, and you're trying to connect them to sort of gain bonuses when you see these little lines or when you see the red dots all across your board. All right, but let me show you how that works. All right, so which wall tile do I want? So first, let me pick my action. All right, if I wanted the S wall, I can grab it from here, or if I wanted the regular wall, I can grab it from here. So I can do either way. But I think I do definitely want the S1, because for this game, I'm not going to focus in on the blue track at all. That's the wall track. I'm going to try to focus in solely on the cathedral track, which is the red. So I don't really care about these blue icons, which is just going to waste bonuses. All right, so I definitely want this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this tile here, and I'm going to activate the S inner bonus. All right, and that's going to be to get the wall. All right, so let's put this all the way to the other side. Let's rotate it to get it ready for the next player. All right, and we're going to build this one. So now, what is the cost of putting down a wall? Let's focus in here. Focus. So you're going to see the cost here is going to be 2 stone. So I'm going to pay 2 stone. Let's go to my board. So I'm at 8. Let's go down to 6. All right, now what's the bonus that it's going to give you? Now, whenever you see green, that's what you're going to get. And whenever you see red, that's a payment. So this is going to give me a coin and an increase in my production of money. All right, so this is my production of mines. I'm going to go up once. I'm probably not going to run this a lot, so I'm not in a hurry to raise this too much, but it does give me a coin, which is going to help me build buildings in the next few rounds. All right, so that's pretty good. All right, more importantly, the reason I did that was for the white window, and I'm going to match another white window. Now, the icons don't have to match, but I'm going to do it anyway, just so I can spend those 2 white windows to go up the track again, because I do want that book bonus right over there. So when we focus in on my little board over here, all right, now where do I want to place this window? I can either place it like this. Again, these icons don't have to match, but it will give me 2 bonus windows by putting it there. Or I can put it right over here. Now, it doesn't really matter where I put it, because this red icon is going to be in the middle of nowhere. So, you know what? Let me just place it all the way down here. All right, because there's a bigger chance that I get this bonus tile later, and I'd rather have this spot free in case I want to match some other token. All right, so I'm going to put it right here. All right, now by putting this here, I don't match up any of the red symbols, so I'm not going to get any of these red tiles. All right, but I'm going to show you guys that later. All right, but I'm going to get 2 white windows. So when you have 2 of these icons, they don't have to match. Remember, I make it very clear. This could have been points and this could have been window. You get points and a window. But now because they match, I'm going to get 2 white windows. All right, but I'm going to spend them right away because remember, you can only carry 2 from your turn, and I don't want to use my extra turn right now. So I'm going to spend both of these to go up the track. So let's look up over there like before. Oh, sorry about the camera. All right, so you're going to see the little marker over here. So let's go up here, and I hit another book. Now, when you cross the solid line, all right, you're going to see right up there, you need to pay a coin and a stone. All right, but I'm going to do that, and I'm going to gain a book. Let's go back down here. Sorry for the camera. So I'm going to pay 1 coin, sorry, 1 coin, 1 stone, but I'm going to get a book. All right, there you go. That was a pretty eventful turn. All right, so now the AI is going to go. They're going to take their token in front of the line, switch it over, and there you go. I get to choose again. All right, so now, very important. What we're going to do is in a 2-player game, all right, you're going to see over here that you're going to switch from arrow 1 to arrow 2 when you hit this yellow line. Usually when you're playing a 3 or 4-player game, it happens when you cross this, or when you fall in the ditch, you switch it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear off all these tiles, and I'm going to replace them with arrow 2, and then I'm going to do my turn. Alright, welcome back. So all these tiles have been replaced with arrow 2 tiles, and you're going to notice they're a little bit more powerful, and that's great. Alright, so what do I want to do? I think what I'm going to do is grab another upgrade. Remember, these are not text. And this is probably going to be my last upgrade of the game, because you don't want to waste too much time grabbing upgrades, because they're only beneficial if you're actually doing that action. But I think I'm going to do a lot of these building actions for the rest of the game. So I got a couple of choices. I can grab the upgrade here for the stone and take one of these 3, or take the one over here so I can get the S and get this tile. So I really have to choose. Do I want a bunch of different bonuses that I can build walls around? Or do I want every time I build, I go up the hat track? And the hat track could be something I could be shooting for and try to get all the way to the top. So every time I raise this book over here, it's going to be 3 points a shot. Tough decision. I mean, either way it works. I don't think it's that bad, but I like the idea of getting 3 bonuses and getting a point every time. That's not bad. And that'll probably make up for the extra points from the hat, but who knows, maybe somebody can let me know below. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this action here, so I'm going to get 2 stone first. So let's grab our 2 stone. So I'm at 5, go to 7. Alright, then I'm going to perform this action here, which is the upgrade action. Move to the front, get it ready for the next player, and I'm going to definitely take this tile. Alright, so let's look at our board here. Alright, so now where do I want to place this? Now remember, this one has to go here because it matches the icon, and I can place it any way I want. Obviously I'm not going to place it so that one of these icons are pointing to here, because I'm not going to get a bonus for it. So what I'm probably going to do is just fan it out on the outside here, so I can put a wall here, and a wall here, and get a bunch of bonuses. Maybe if I can get a wall here with 2 bonuses, I can get both of these bonuses and get a bunch of free stuff, right? So that's why I'm going to do it. Don't forget though, now arrow 2, all these hats have a 2x on it. So when I go back to my board, all right, I'm actually going to move this icon twice. 1, 2. All right, there you go. All right, so that was my turn. AI is going to go, like usual, take the last tile, put it down here, and rotate the tile. So we're almost getting to the final round, because when it falls into this ditch, I only got 1 turn left to go around, because we're going to be on the last spot of the platform, right? So I got to be thinking about scoring points. All right, so let me replace that tech tile. Doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm going to be looking at these anymore throughout the game. All right, so now I have an upgrade for the buildings, but I do want to run the walls as well, so I can get a bunch of bonuses and stuff like that. So I definitely do not want this tile, because this is just going to be wasteful. I don't need the upgrade, and I don't really care about money production, and I don't want an S, so let's not even look at that tile. All right, so I can do the building here and get another egg, which would be pretty good. It would give me the 2 eggs, so maybe I can do some kings traveling so I can gain some stuff, or I can even do this one to get a silver window, and then maybe build a wall. So let's look at the walls here. So remember, I want to fit one right here. Is there one that has a double bonus on 2 of the edges? Unfortunately not. Not even one of these walls. Well, this one has a bonus here, and that's it. I mean, I can build this over here on the side, so I would be able to get a window and 2 stone. I mean, not ideal, but it's probably my best bet. I wish I would get better tiles here. So what I think I'm gonna do is, might as well go get another egg. It sounds, or I can do the King's Travel action. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, so let's do, because I can do both, right? Because remember, I can do this, the AI is going to do this, and then I can do this afterwards. Or I can even do the wall from there, because that will give me a ton of coins, remember, because of this bonus. So what I'm going to do definitely is, because I'm probably going to activate this one here, I'm not going to activate it here, I'm going to activate the building. So I'm going to activate the building here. So let's spend my stone first to get a egg. So I'm going to lose one of my stone, get an egg from the general supply. Alright, then I'm going to perform the action, and I'm definitely going to perform the build action. Alright, so when I'm building, let's just get this ready for the next player. When I'm building, remember, because of my tech here, I want to build one with the red. So I'm either looking at this one or this one, not these two. Alright, and that's going to give me a point and a stone. So I might as well give it now, because I'm going to get those two for sure. And I have the resources to pay for it, so just so I don't forget. Let's get my point, and I'll get my stone. Alright, so let's look at both these tiles and see which one that I want to build. Alright, so this one's going to cost 3 money and 1 stone, and it's going to give me a window. And this one's going to give me a blue token, which I really don't care about because I'm trying to get the red ones. So which one should I do? And this one does cost more. What's funny is, you know what, I'd rather get the window so I can move up on the window track, because it's going to give me a lot more points. Alright, so I'm actually going to build this one. Alright, so this one I'm going to lose 3 money. Whoops, sorry about that. I'm going to lose 3 money and 1 stone. Alright, so we're going to go back 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I'm almost out of cash. And 1 stone. So I'm going to need to raise some money somehow. Maybe I'll run my production of stone to get a cash or something. Alright, and now what's this one going to give me? It's going to give me a window. Alright, so now I only have 2 in my supply, so which is good. I can carry that over to next round. And I get to put a cube on here. Alright, and it's going to raise me up on the red track, so I'm just going to move it down after I build this building. Alright, so as you can see, we're looking at the board. Now, because I have almost no cash, I won't be able to place it on the north side of the city. I would have loved to place it over here to try to get this bonus, because these are things I'm going for, the book and the hat. I mean, I could lose another coin, but I've only 1 coin left in my supply, so by taking this I'll be broke. Whoops. So, I mean, I could do it. It also is going to give me 2 points, but then I'm going to have to figure out another way to get an extra 3 coins to fill up these spots here, so I can fill it up. But you know what I'm going to do? Instead, to save some money, I'm going to try to fill up these 3 spots so I can get these 2 windows, which equate to an extra turn, which might be good. So what I'm going to do is, because both these spots don't have any blue things and this one doesn't have, I'm just going to place it right over here. Alright, I did forget to put my token on there. Right over there. And now let's go get the red bonus. Alright, so the red bonus is going to, remember, every time you get it, it's going to move once to the right. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to get the bonus that's printed. So that one's going to be a red chit. Alright, there you go, my first one. Now, how these work, because I haven't got one up to this point in the game yet, is each one is going to be worth how far you've moved down. So here right now they're going to be worth 2 points a pop. If I can keep moving to the right, they're going to be worth 3 and then maybe 4. So if I move right again, then it's automatically going to move again. They're going to be worth 4 points a pop. So it would be very lucrative for me to get a bunch of these for endgame. Alright, so let's put this back. Alright, let's put this in my supply. Alright, and now what's going to go? Now it's the AI's turn. So I did both my actions. I moved it back, I rotated. So let's do the AI. It's going to take this, move it to the end. We're going to rotate, and we already know what our action is going to be. It's going to be to build a wall, but which one do we want to build? Alright, so my turn is going to be pretty simple. Because I'm broke, obviously I'm going to take this one so that I can get my extra coin here. So by taking this, it's going to give me 3 coins. So I'm going to activate that now, plus it's going to give me a point. I can't forget to do that. So that was my bonus action. Whoop, I actually did forget to give myself the 3 coins. All right, I was at 1. Now I'm going to finally be at 4, which is great. All right. Now let's perform the action. Obviously, I want to do the wall action. We'll show you how that works again. We're going to turn that over. Oh, I found the ditch, so we're going to move the... you know what? I'll just do it now, but normally you do it after. All right. And which wall do I want to build? I think I scoped these out, and I'm just going to grab the ones with the bonuses on the edge, just so I can start matching them up with my board, because I have a ton of bonuses I want to match up. So I'm definitely going to take this one. All right. And this one, all right, it's going to cost me 3 stone. Let's go to my board. All right, this is 3 stone, 6, 5, 4, 3. So I went from 6 to 3. All right. But what is it going to give me as a bonus? Well, it's going to give me a book and 2 production for my mines. All right, so let's look at our mine production. I'm going to go 1, 2. I did pass this production token again. Let me just grab a random one. Let's grab the one with points. All right, let's go there. Just in case I want to get some extra points later on. And it gives me a book. Boom. I'm 1 more to get my level 3 tech. Alright, now where do I want to put this on my board? Let's go check. I think the best spot is probably to align this token here with one of my bonuses here. Well, I could put it here, but then I'm going to be covering up this spot here, which is not ideal. So what I'm going to do to not cover up the most possible, I'm going to just align it here. So this is going to give me a white window and 2 stones. So let me give myself 2 stones, so back up to 5. All right, and it's going to give me a window. Now I do have 3 windows, and at this point should I take my extra turn or should I move up the track? The problem is I don't want to move up the track. I'm just going to show you. It's because I really want to move to the right and then move up. All right, because I want to use that arrow to move more this way and then move up, because I want to hit the coin instead of moving up and then up again on the last row. I'd rather get the coin and the points than just the points twice. All right, sort of type of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my 2 windows to get my extra turn. All right, but that was that. We're placed, and now let's decide what we want to do with our free action. Now it's written on your board here. You can use a gold and a white, or 2 gold, and you get free action of your choice. So which one do I want to do? Alright, so I think I know what I want to do for my extra action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use up my gold and my silver window. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a King's Road action. So I'm going to give up my egg. Alright. And let's go look at the King's Road side of the board. Alright. And we're going to move from spot number 1 to spot number 2. Alright, and look at these 2 bonuses. So by spending an egg, I can take either a golden window or a book, and then I will get to spend a coin for 4 points. So I'm just going to do that right now. I'll spend a coin, and I'm just going to get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm at 9 right over there. And now what do I want to get for my egg? Do I want the window or do I want the book? The book is really good because it's going to score me a ton of points, and I want to race to that level 4. So I'm going to definitely raise my book. Alright, and I'm going to go get a level 3 tech. So just like the other ones, we're going to go grab the stack. Alright, we're going to give it a shuffle. Then we're going to grab the top 3. Now we're going to look at them and see what we get. Alright, so let's focus in here. So this is run your money engine and get 2 stone. Okay, this is the opposite. Run your quarry and then get 2 money. And then is get a free King's Road action and get an egg. Wow, that is really good. Let's see, do I really want to run either of my engines? I mean, this one will get me a book, so I can go up the book track again. But going up the track is really good because if I can get to level 4 and then put a tile on the bridge, it'll be really lucrative. So I'm definitely going to do this. I'm going to take this one. And these are one-time bonuses. As soon as you use them, well, you lose it. Alright, so let's get rid of the level 3 tech. And basically, I'm going to use it right away. So that's going to give me an egg and a King's Road action. You know what? I'm not even going to bother keeping the egg because I'm going to use it as soon as I move. So that's going to be that. So let's get rid of that. And now what we're going to do is, let's go look at where we're going to go. Alright, so we're currently on level 2 and we're going to go to level 3. Alright, so level 3 is by spending an egg, you either get 1 bump on both productions or 2 white windows. I'm definitely going to take the 2 white windows. So let's take these 2, let's put in my supply. And then, alright, then the action that you get is you're going to score 3 points for each technology that you have. All right, and obviously looking at my board, you already know, whoops, my camera's stuck. All right, so you already know that I have 3 technologies, so that's gonna give me another 9 points. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, there you go. That was my turn. All right, so next, which one do I want to do? I definitely don't want to do this action because these kind of suck for me. I don't want to do an upgrade or run my mine. So let me focus in on the next 2 because the AI always looks at the last one. So I'll always have an opportunity to do one of these later. And I think what I'm going to do is do this one so I can build a building because I really want to move this token to the right so then I can use up my windows to move up and get the points and the coins. All right, so let me get this one, and that one's going to give me a stone. So let me give myself a stone. So I'm at 6. All right, let me just put it to the end right away, and then I'm going to build a building. So which one do I want to build? So remember, I want one with a red token. So it's either this one or this one, and I think I'm going to go with this one just so I can get my mine production, and that'll give me a seal. All right, I'm going to show you how to get a seal in a little bit. You're going to see it. Oh, there you go, focus. So you can see here, it's a mine production. So let's look at my board. Oops, I was at 3. Alright, so if I gain mine production, this is going to move over here, and you see the little seal here, that means you gotta pick one of the seals to get an end game bonus. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Alright, but that's going to cost me 3 money, so that's going to be down to 0. Alright, and we're going to get to put this on the board, but before we do, alright, I also get the red bonus, so you're going to see here, let's go a little closer. Alright, you're going to go to the right once, and whenever you hit these arrows, you just follow the arrow. So it's going to go again. So now there's no point in me ever getting a red bonus again because I can't go to the right anymore. And before I continue, remember though, every time I build with a red bonus, I get a point. So where am I on the point track? And I'm going to get a stone. We already discussed in the previous section, I'm trying to fill up these 2 spots so I can get a free extra action. This one does have a blue token on it though, so I'm going to rotate it like this. And that, by matching up these 2 blue tokens, I'm going to pick up one of these. Now for right now, these are worth 0 points for me because I never built a blue sort of wall with the blue bonus to move it over to make it worth points, but maybe that's something to think about on my next build. Next we got to just refill the town. Alright, and let's pick our next action. Alright, so I did my action, so the AI is going to go rotate. He's going to take the last one, put it in front line, rotate again. So we're almost over. As soon as this arrow or this one points to here, it's going to fall in the ditch. So I got about 4 or 5 more turns, probably 4 turns left, and then it's over. So I got to make these turns count. So which action do I want to do? Let's see. I'm not interested. Oh, by the way, I just realized something that I wanted to do. I think what I'm going to do is build another town. Actually, wait. I can wait to build another town. I don't want another tech, so this is useless. I don't need more windows. Boy oh boy, I can run the wall again, but I want this wall, so I want this one, but I don't have any coins, so I have to take one of these 2 because I got no more coins. So I either gotta go up the track, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Do I spend the coin for eggs? I don't really have money, but I think I'm gonna do it anyway, just because eggs are good and they score points at the end of the game. So let me activate this. Alright, so I'm going to spend... Okay, so what I'm going to do to get my coin, I'm going to spend these 2 white windows. And you can do this anytime during your turn to move up. Remember, you don't have to do it when you do this action, but I'm going to move up, and that's going to give me my 2 coins that I was eyeing before. So I'm going to have 2 coins. And then I'm going to spend 1, so I'm at 1 coin, and that's going to give me another egg. Alright, so there you go, another egg. Alright, now, that was this action. Alright, so now I get to do my main action, and I think what I'm going to do, I have a couple of choices. Actually, I don't have any choices because I don't have the money for this, so I definitely have to do the King's Road action. Alright, so let's rotate this, put it here. Alright, in the King's Road action, you need to give up an egg when you go to level 4. I'm going to show you that in a couple seconds, but when you're on level 3 and you need to move up, you need to spend an egg. Alright, so what you're going to do is, so this is level 3 and this is level 4. You're going to take your marker, move it there, and you're going to see a little note on the top there that says you need to spend an egg to go up. So now when you go there, you grab the top 3 tiles. Alright. Alright. You're going to take one of them and you're going to place it on the bridge, and you're going to get the bonus of what you're covering up plus what's on the tile. And I need coins and I love getting extra turns. So I think this is definitely what I'm going to take. These two are going to go back underneath the stack. I'll do this later. And now I got to decide which bonus do I want. So if we look at these bonuses here, all right, what do I want to cover up? So I know for sure I'm going to get 2 coins. I know I'm going to get another window. I could get another silver window and that'll give me another free turn, which would be awesome, plus another egg, which would pay for my next. So I can technically do it this turn. I can pick up this and this plus the egg, and then as a free action go to the level 5, which will give me another bonus. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I have to put it here because I don't want to go up my production anymore. I already reached the seal, so I don't want to go here. I don't really care about blue tokens, and I don't really want the points, so I'm gonna definitely cover it up here. So I'm gonna get a silver, a gold, 2 points, and an egg. All right, so let's go here. I'm gonna get an egg, a gold, and a silver window, and 2 gold. 1, 2. This is gonna go back. All right, and now I must use my windows again. So obviously I'm gonna spend my 2 windows and get my free action. All right, my free action, I think I'm gonna combo it into another free action and you'll see what happens. So what I'm gonna do is my free action, I think I'm going to build. By the way, I did forget a couple of things. I'm just gonna backtrack 2 little things. My last build that I did forget to give myself an extra point here. So let me just give myself a point. And plus, when I reached the end of my track here, I never picked up my seal bonus. So let me explain it to you now. Sorry, I'll write a note throughout the video that I missed it. But you're going to take one of your markers and you're going to pick one of these endgame objectives, and it's first come, first serve. Now, the top 3 over here, you need to spend windows to take it. But because I forgot in the past, I'll just take one of these that you don't need to spend anything. I'll just go on the 6-point marker here. So at the end of the game, that's just straight up 6 points, and I don't get those. If I raise the other one to the end, I may get another seal. But that's how that works. All right, so now let's look at my free action, and I think my free action, I'm going to build a building so that I can turn it into another free action. So let's look at these buildings here, and I definitely do want to go up my book track to try to get to my level 3 tech. So I'm definitely going to pick up this one. Now this one's going to cost me 2 gold and 2 stone. Let's look at my track. So I'm going to go down to 5. I'm going to go down to 1. Oh boy. This is going to go up on my book track. All right, it's also going to give me a window that I might use in a couple of seconds. And now I get to place this down. All right, plus it's going to give me points wherever I place it. So let's go look at the board. And like usual, I think I'm going to place it right over here just so I can get another free turn. So I'm going to place it here. Unfortunately, I don't match up this blue icon anywhere. So it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to put it like this. All right, and this one scores a point for each building next to the plaza. So this is going to score me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. All right, now this is going to score me, it's going to score now because the plaza is full. I'm going to get these markers back. By the way, I was supposed to get this one back a long time ago. Forgot to put, where did my building go that was here? I have no idea. Don't remember. Did I ever actually place it here to get the bonus? I don't think I did. I'm gonna have to go look at the video. Anyway, I'm placing this one in there. So I got my 3 points. Now I'm gonna score this. So this is gonna give me 2 more points. 1, 2. And it's gonna give me a gold and a white window. But unfortunately, because I have so many windows, I might as well just use it now to give myself my free action again. And I think, well, I don't have the coins, so I can't actually use my free action to build again. But what I'm gonna do is, let's put this back. All right. What I think I'm gonna do is build a wall. Alright, because I got a bunch of stone. And I think the one I'm going to target is this one as my free action. So I'm going to take this, and this one's going to cost me 3 stone. So let's lose 3 stone. So I'm at 5 down to 2. Not ideal, not a lot of stone left. Alright, and by the way, that was another building that I built. So I should get another point. Get these 2 tokens back. Now, where do I want to place this one? I think I'm definitely going to place it like this. Alright, so what this is going to do is going to give me 2 white windows. Alright, all kinds of combos. It's going to give me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And it's going to give me 2 coins. Back to 3. Alright, so that's placed right over there. It doesn't give me any other bonus. And now I got to spend all my windows because I have so many windows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 of these windows. And remember this track over here? Well, I was keeping it for the end. I'm just going to go up. And that's going to score me 2 points. All right, it's also going to give me an end game objective. So let me give myself my points. 1, 2. All right, and for these objectives here, you're going to see here a little yellow icon. It means take any of these that you want, and these are just end game scoring. You're going to keep them in front of you. It's going to be the same thing when I reach level 5 of the bridge. I'm going to get another of these. All right, so let's go through all these tokens and see what they mean. All right, so let's see. This one is 3 points, and then a point for each of my my hat upgrades. I'm not going to upgrade it anymore, so it's at level 5, I believe. So this would be an 8-point tile for me. Not great. This one is actually great. So this one is zoom. There you go. So it's 3 points plus a point for where I am on my production. I'm maxed out, so this is a 10-point tile for me. And then finally, this one is 2 points for each of my walls. Right now, I'm going to have 3 walls, maybe 4, maybe 5 at the end of the game, but that's pushing it. So I'm definitely going to take this one, and that's going to be 10 points for me at the end of the game. Let's just keep it out in front of me, and these ones I'm going to put back right where they belong. Alright, and there you go. That was finally my turn with 2 extra bonus actions. I'm going to rotate the wheel. The AI is going to go, take their action, and then I'm going to go again. Alright, so I'm getting low on resources, and I think I'm going to try to get my 4th tech, and I know how to do it. Alright, so because remember, I got this, so every time the money symbol comes up, I sort of want to do it. So let me actually activate this spot here. So this is going to give me 2 coins. So that's up to 5, which is good. Now I'm going to activate this spot, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run my production for stone. Alright, so if you look at my board here, so if you run my production for stone, which is the top line here, I'm going to actually pick up 7 stone. So I'm at 2. I'm going to go all the way to maximum. Boom, 9. Alright, you can't go more, it's 0. Alright, so I'm at the maximum. Plus, if you look down the line here, I'm going to gain a book. So I'm going to go up on the book, and that's going to be my level 4 tech. So I'm going to go grab one of those tiles. I'm going to get 1, 2 points, and another coin. Another coin. That's going to be 2 points. 1, 2. And more importantly, I hit my level 4 tech. So let's go grab one of those level 4 techs. Alright, give it a good shuffle, doesn't really matter. Take the top 3, and these are one-time bonuses just like the level 3s, and they're all pretty powerful. Alright, so these are always usually free actions. Alright, so this one is, I believe it's like this. So this one is get a tech and a yellow window, and you know I love my yellow windows for free actions. This one is perform a free action, and that's it, I believe. But technically this one's better for me because I have the white windows that I can spend to do this, and it would give me a free tech. And then this one is get the bonus of one of the plazas, I believe. So which one of these do I want? I think I'm gonna go for this one. Is there a way for me to get the red bonuses somehow? Okay, I'm definitely going to take the tech upgrade because remember, your upgrades raise your hat values, and that's going to score me a ton of points at the end of the game. So I'm definitely going to take this tile. Let's get rid of the other ones, and I'm going to activate it right away. So let me get my window. Alright, so I'm going to again have to use my extra action right away because I'm full of windows, and I get to do a free tech action. And the one I think I'm going to take is, I'm not going to do another tech for sure this round, although I'm going to get the 2 stone if I decide to do this because retroactively I did a tech action this turn, so I will get the 2 stone. But I already have a tile on my tech. I don't want the stone, I don't want this. You know what, might as well take this. I'm going to end up doing one more king's action by the end of the game. So let's take this one. Alright, so if I look at my board, I'm just going to place it right over here. Alright, and this one, again, remember the 2 hats. So I'm going to go up the track twice. 1, 2. So if I can go up one more time, it would be 3 points for each of my level up jumps here, which would be great. So now I did this one, turn it over. And again, just like my other turns, alright, I'm going to have to give this up again. I'm the king of getting free actions, and now I'm going to get a free action. Now which action do I want to do? Alright, I think my free action is going to be to build a building. Although I'll get to build a building on my next turn. Maybe it's to build a wall? Yeah, let me build a wall because I have a ton of stone. So as my free action, let me build one of these walls. And none of them are really that great for me. I'm not a huge fan of any of these. So, I mean, I can go for just red tokens. Because remember, red tokens are every red token is 4 points for me. So maybe if I can get a couple of red area majority is going. So let me take this one. This one's going to cost me 4 stone, which is quite a bit for not that great of a bonus, but it is what it is. So I'm going to lower myself from 9 to 5. All right, so I paid for it. Now this is going to give me 2 points. 2 points on the track. It's going to give me a white window. Another white window. So that. All right. And now where do I want to place this? Now I'm going to place this obviously where I match up a red token. So let me get one of my red tokens right now. All right. And let me look at my board. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. So maybe my next token could be here and I can match another red. So this is the red token that I'm matching. All right. So it gives me 1. Now if I can put another red one here, I'm actually going to pick up 2 red tokens, which might be actually really good because that's going to be 8 points. All right. All right. And there you go. That was my action. Now it's going to be the AI's turn. Oh, rotate. AI is going to go. And then we're going to rotate again. And as you can see, I have, I think, 2 turns left. So I'm going to do an action here, and I'm going to do an action when it's here, and then it's going to fall into a ditch. So what do I want to do for my last 2 actions? I know for sure one of my last 2 actions is going to be getting the King's road action, so I can reach level 5, get the end game tile, and that'll score me a ton of points. But what do I want to do with my other one? I think I'm going to do a build, because building is really good, because your buildings around plazas will score at the end of the game one of the 2 bonuses around. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to activate this, and this one is my last 2 actions. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me activate this one. So this is going to give me 2 stone, back up to 7. Alright, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the build action down here. So now I only have I have 6 money now. So I have 6 cash. So I can build any of these. Actually, I did forget to replace this one right over here. So which one I want to do? Now, I just did realize here that there's a golden window. That can give me another action. So that's going to be 3 actions till the end of the game. I might as well do it. Alright, so I'm going to spend 3 here. So that brings me down to 3 coins. I'm definitely going to build this one. Might as well. Alright, and where do I want to build it? Now this one's going to give me 1 point, because no matter where I put it, it's going to give me 1 point. So where do I want to put this? I can make it like this, and that'll give me an extra 2 blue tokens, but my blue tokens are still worth nothing, so I'm going to need to build a wall and get one of these tokens. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. It's going to give me 1 point because there's only 1 building around that plaza, and I'm going to get 2 because I connected it to fill up a complete circle. Alright, so there you go. And plus it gives me my yellow window, which I'm going to use right now. I'm the king of free actions to get another free action. What am I going to do with my free action? I think I'm going to build my wall so I can get a blue bonus, so that I can finally get points for those blue tokens that I have. So let's actually replace this tile. Alright, so which of these do I want to build? Looking at them, remember, I do want to fill up this and get another 2 red tokens, and the only one I can do that with is this one, and that actually works out pretty well. It gives me my blue that I want, and the red, which will give me 2 tokens. So let's do that. So I'm going to build it for, and these ones give me production bonus, which I really don't need right now. So let's do this one. Alright, so this one's going to be 1 money and 2 stone. Alright, and I'm going to place this right over here like this. Alright, sorry, this should be more down, but this is going to give me 2 red chits. And this is 8 points for me at the end of the game, which is huge. Alright, so I put it there. And there you go, that was my free, oh, and I get my blue action upgrade there. So you're going to see over here, so remember, just like the other track, I'm going to move it. And actually, if I can use up 2 windows, I can move it up and actually get my book bonus, or my hat bonus that I really, really want. Alright, but we'll see what happens at the end of the game. Alright, so that was that action, plus my free action again. Let's rotate. The AI is going to do this. I'm going to rotate, and I might get 1 extra turn. So now it's going to be my next turn. I'm definitely going to do this action here. So let's spend a stone to get an egg. Why not? So I'm at 4. Let's get another egg, because eggs at the end of the game are worth points. And since I'm doing the King's Road action, I might as well spend it, because you need to spend it to get to level 5. Alright, so let's put it to the front of the line and rotate it. Yeah, so you see it fell in, so that's going to be the end of the game. So this is my last action of the game. So the King's Road action, so I spent it. So this is, guys, actually going to sit on the board. So what happens is, just like before, you get to look at these 3 bonuses, and you get to pick one of them, and this is going to be your bonus for the game, end game. So each of my techs 3 points, which is pretty good because I got 4 techs. This is actually 12-point tile. I think I'm just going to take this one because the other ones aren't going to equal 12 no matter what. So let's put these back. And just like the level 4s, you get to cover up an area that you want. This is useless for me, but it does come with a 4-point chit right over here. This is useless, this is useless, this is useless. Actually, the window here with that one will raise me on the blue track to get me that book that I need. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go here. So this is gonna give me 2 points. 1, 2. I'm gonna get a white window by covering that up. I'm gonna end up using it in a couple seconds, but I'm gonna put this here. And then what you do is you just put your little pawn on the bridge here to indicate that he's reached the end. So you can't do that action anymore. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my last 2 windows as my last thing of the game, because it is the end of the game. And my last 2 windows is to raise myself up on the track right over there. And that's going to give me a hat, which I'm going to come right over here and increase all the way to the top, finally reaching the top. So it's going to be 3 times 7 as 21 points by having this. But we'll talk about that during endgame scoring. And that's it. So I did my action and we're pretty much done. So let's go to endgame scoring. Alright, so that is the end of the game. We are given this nice sheet where you can use to calculate your endgame score, and it's all written up here. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is for all the plazas, if there's any that need to be scored, you're going to score them as per usual. You're all going to get one of the 2 bonuses, and it's the one at the bottom. So if you look at the board over here, I only have 1, and this one is for an egg. So I'm going to go grab an egg, and that's the bonus I get for there, and no other plaza is going to score. Alright, next, number 2, you're going to score the amount of points from your books and your hats. So basically, this is something I was gunning for throughout the game, but I'm on the 3 points and I reached spot 6, so that's going to be 18 points. Alright, 18, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 10 is 56. There you go, 18. Alright, so next, we're going to score the tracks up there. Alright, so first I'll take care of the blue ones because it's going to be pretty easy. I'm on the second track there, so that's 4 points. That's the second row. And my 3 blue tokens are going to be 1 point each. Alright, whoops. 1 point each because I only moved once to the left. Alright, so that's going to be 7 points in total because of my blue chits. But my red is going to score a ton. So I reached the top. So that's going to be 13 points for that one. 1, 2, 3 plus 10, 76. Alright, but I got 4 red chits and they're worth 4 points a pop. So that's another 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so there you go. So that was that line there. Next, for your walls, if you build 3, 4, or 6, you're going to score the points there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, I didn't reach to 6. That would have been great, so I only scored 10 points there. So that's going to be 102. Alright. After that, you score your seals. Pretty simple. It's just going to be 6 points. Alright. Next, you're going to score your end game objectives. So I have that one there, so I'm going to score 3 points for each of my upgrades. I have 4 upgrades, so that's going to be 12 points. Then I'm going to score my other one here. So this one is going to be how far I got on the track. It's going to be 7 points because it's going to be how far I got on the top track, and that's 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so that was that. And finally, your eggs. Alright, so how many eggs do I have left over? I got 3 eggs. You like 1, 2, 3, 3. It's going to be 6 points. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 133 points. Is that good? I don't know. It's about average. You know, I tend to score between 125 and 140 in about that range. There you go. So that's how you play. Let me know if I made any egregious errors down below, but we'll see you in the next one later.